Hello students, today we are reading about Humayun the second Mughal emperor. After the death of Zahiruddin Muhammad Babur, his son Nasiruddin Muhammad Humayun 1508 to 1556 Common Era assumed the throne from 1530 CE to 1540 CE and again from 55 CE to 1556 CE. He was born in Kabul, Afghanistan in 1508 CE. Babur gave special attention to his intellectual and practical training. Humayun's military career began with taking part in military expeditions along with his father. Babur appointed him the governor of Badakhshan when he was only 12 years old. Humayun had to face many administrative issues. Treasury was almost exhausted. Babur spent all the wealth in fighting against rebels, on conquest, and on public works. Babur was a powerful ruler, whereas Humayun was relatively a weak ruler, which changed the political scene. Babur had advised Humayun to be good to his brothers. Accordingly, Humayun divided his kingdom into four parts. Kamran Mirza was assigned the governorship of Kabul and Kandahar. Other areas were entrusted to Askari Mirza and Hindal Mirza. In the divided kingdom, when Humayun was in hot waters, none of his brothers came to rescue him. In 1531 CE, Sher Shah Suri was a sovereign ruler of Bihar province. He began his activities against Humayun's government. Humayun set off to crush the power of Sher Shah Suri. In 1539 Common Era, Sher Shah Suri and Humayun's armies fought. This battle was fought at Chausa. Humayun lost about 8,000 soldiers and many more drowned in river Ganga. To escape from arrest, Humayun turned his horse toward the river. He fell down in water and was about to drown when a person named Nizam Sakka saved him. Humayun reached Agra in a very bad condition. His family was held hostage by Sher Shah Suri. He sent them to Humayun with due honor. After winning the Battle of Chausa, Sher Shah Suri was held in high esteem. After defeat, Humayun reached Agra. Sher Shah Suri was following him. Humayun turned towards Delhi to escape arrest. Soon after Humayun's departure, Sher Shah Suri captured Agra. The stay in Delhi could be dangerous for Humayun. He saved his life by fleeing to Iran. Humayun kept away from India for 15 years. During this period, India was ruled by a powerful and truly just king, Sher Shah Suri, and his successors. After the death of Sher Shah Suri, his successor Islam Shah Suri ascended the throne. He was a good administrator but a very cruel person. At Islam Shah's death, country was engulfed in anarchy. This situation was favorable to Humayun. In 1554 CE, Humayun captured Peshawar and after strengthening his position there, he advanced towards Lahore. Humayun captured Lahore in 1555 CE and then took Delhi. Thus, Humayun regained his lost kingdom. He died in 1556 CE. This is a picture of tomb of Mughal Emperor Humayun in Delhi. Contributions of Sher Shah Suri. Sher Shah Suri 1486 to 1545 CE ruled over the subcontinent from 1540 CE to 1545 CE. after his successors from 1545 CE to 1555 CE. After the banishment of Humayun, Sher Shah Suri was the sole ruler of Bengal, Bihar, Jaunpur, Delhi, and Agra. In order to make his kingdom safe and free of danger, he conquered Punjab, which was then under the rule of Humayun's brother. Sher Shah Suri built a great fort on the bank of river Jhelum to control the Gakhars. He garrisoned the fort with 50,000 soldiers. In 1541 to 42 CE, after capturing Bengal and Malwa, Sher Shah Suri won many battles in Rajputana. In 1545 CE, Sher Shah Suri attacked the fort of Kalinjar with full force. During war, a cannonball fell into the repository of gunpowder, causing a great explosion. Sher Shah Suri was badly burnt and died. He was buried in Sasaram, Bihar. Sher Shah Suri was the first ruler of the subcontinent who laid down an administrative structure. He was the first ruler who fully understood that a government should have a popular base, and without this political and economic stability is impossible. The real name of Sher Shah Suri was Farid Khan. He was founder of the Suri dynasty in India. He introduced the currency of rupee. Sher Shah Suri managed his local affairs very intelligently and with a far-sightedness. This created an environment of progress and well-being, and his government prospered administratively, politically, and economically. All military and civil power was in the hands of Sher Shah Suri himself, and he used it both for the public welfare. His ministers were his assistants. He frequently consulted these ministers but decided everything himself. Sher Shah Suri paid special attention towards streamlining the currency system to solve the problems of payment in import and exports. Sher Shah Suri built a highway from Bengal to Kabul, now called Grand Trunk Road, for easy and safe travelling. He also constructed hospitals and schools to educate his people. He connected Agra with Banaras through a road, and another was extended to Chittor and Jodhpur. Sher Shah Suri started from a humble status and through his capabilities became the ruler of the subcontinent. Most of his policies are proof of his caring nature for common people. He established many institutions of public welfare where free food was provided for the poor and the destitute all the time.